Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. If he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Profile.
Now at the plate, Jurickson Profile. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Striding in, Ozzie Albies. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Lopez has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, hey, you know what, Bureau? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire, pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 or 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with it.
Full count now. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Now batting, Ronald Acuna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Lays off 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early.
1-1.
He's out trying to take second.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base pass so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Now a flare out to left center. Robinson ranging into the outfield. He can't get there as it falls in.
Batting 4.
Into the box now, Austin Riley. It's a long ball threat, of course. Currently number 4 in the National League home run race. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to left field. Rodriguez racing back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, who went deep in the contest last night. Back up the middle. To his left, Robinson. Throw to first is going to be in time. Braves Valley comes up short as that's out number 3. So they get a couple of men. Collin McHugh is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Talk about impressive. How about an ERA under 2 last season for this guy? If he continues to pitch like that this year, he's going to put himself near the top echelon of pitchers. Not going to be an easy thing to do, but we'll see how he starts out in this one.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge one-run victory yesterday. Able to do the little things to jump over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, that's out here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's slugging over .550 on the season. A lot of home runs, a lot of doubles. That's elite power. That's elite slugger territory. Not a lot of guys in the game get to that territory, even some of the really good ones.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Shorty Holt. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. 0-1 the count. McHugh hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was taken in the 18th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhere.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Into the box, Travis Devitt took an 0-for-4 in the victory last night. He lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Well, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the skateboard.
Stepping into the box, Sean Murphy will get to take his first cuts here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Devitt gets his lead at first, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And it's fouled away. Comes set and the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Swinging a soft liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Devitt blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The Shays are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball, pulled, strike 3, and the side is retired. Braves pick up a run. Leading off the inning, Dan Robinson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Dan Robinson.
First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Ozuna is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And I'm locking in on second base with Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
1 out, nobody on. Curveball hold him there as he's way out in front.
And that pitch is almost unfair right there. 20 miles per hour slower than the previous pitch, but he's got great arm action.
Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Sean Obradovic. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Fastball, ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around the score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the base.
McHugh pauses. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Obradovic, just 18 years old. He's usually found in left, but in this one, he's manning the other corner outfield spot in right. Take one the first, and that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Ozzie Albies, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Popped him up. Robinson is there for it. He's got it 1 away. So 1 gone for the Braves here in the 3rd, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
Outside.
Hit out toward second. And there's out number 2.
Up next for it.
So here's the cleanup for Austin Riley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 the count now. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves, but they're on top 1-0.
Leading off for the Twins, the third baseman.
First offering on its way.
Lewis.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't read the swing. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Ryan Jeffries. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. 0-1, here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Now a ball lined to the left side. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lewis aboard here at first with nobody out. Choo-choo pitches a fastball high, so it runs full, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Ryan Jeffries is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Jake Diekman is going to come on the pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Jake.
Here's Byron Buxton now. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His past history with Jake Diekman, he's just 2 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Oh, a double play ball to second. 4. Roberson on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now batting.
Up next for Minnesota, Tyler W. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Up there. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. One and one, here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. Glove flip for 1. In now, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first
pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Olson.
Ball 1 fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fouled away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Called strike 2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball on the inside plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitch is going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like you did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Ball and a strike. Oh, and he had a hanger, but he missed it. It's 1-2. This is line to left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Sean Murphy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Standing in, Shorty will lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Shorty.
First offering on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
The batter, number 11.
Dan Robinson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. Throwing to second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
A designated hitter, number 5. Alex.
Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Alex Healy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Your attention, please.
Will get a chance with the runner in scoring position here. So pinch hit now with 1 away.
2.
A swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. The average coming in 257, 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Swing and a liner, but foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out. We're only in the 2nd game of this series.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Fly ball out toward left center field. Profar moves over, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. They still trail 1-0. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start off the fifth in this
Leading off
one.
for the Braves, the center fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
First delivery to him on the way. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Stepping in now, Charlie Culberson.
Charlie.
And a ball 1-0. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skillfully.
Good sinker there, gets him swinging for the first down. Digging in once again, Jurickson Profar. Profar for 2 thus far in this one. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter number 1.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. 2 out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. The 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He's stricken on looking. 1 for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Middle of the night now from the Twin Cities. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Aaron Bummer, southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Leading off for the Twins.
Leading off the inning, Colby Obradovich. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Look out, 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
Well, ball 3, and the Twins would love to get this inning started any way they could to get that leadoff guy on.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 3-1 pitch. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across
Now
yet,
batting,
so maybe this
third
walk will
baseman.
jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Lewis.
Now at the plate, Royce Lewis. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Popped up, Lewis. Stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Obradovich on at first. Nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
2-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Holkerson, leave out, relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, the catcher.
The next twin up, Ryan Jeffries.
Jeffries.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 4-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Line towards center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball,
The
but he
center
just
fielder,
doesn't have
number
enough pop to
25.
bring it in. And once it's
Byron.
fine, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Standing in now, Byron Buxton. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. I don't believe what I just saw. 2-run homer for Byron Buxton. Number 14 on the season, and the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
You wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
first baseman, Tyler W.
Into the box, Tyler W.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode in between fast pitches. A lot of their outs have come from that. That's where they're falling behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Holt is after it, and he won't get to it. And this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. Face it away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Austin Riley stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swing and a ball shot foul right at home plate. This is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. One. Drilled down the line. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. High chopper towards first. W fields it cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Travis Devitt. Runner in scoring position with Cedron. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Acuna, third with 2 out. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 get faster, trying to get it right by him.
And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Now batting.
There's a good job of batting right there, D-Lo. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Sean Murphy is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. This is skied into short left center. Obradovich is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Twins 2. Brad Brock will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Leading off for the Twins.
Stepping in, Shorty
The right
Holt.
fielder.
He'll have the opportunity
Shorty
to kick things
Holt.
off as we begin the home sixth.
Nope.
He lays off there 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter, number 11.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Dan Robinson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6.
One and one.
1-1 as this one's in on the hand. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And a fastball swung on and hit the second. Albies throws it in, and there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, Tim Poole. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Popped into the air, back behind second. Albies is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Twins are set down 1, 2, 3. They're down 3-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Marcell Ozuna comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Culberson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Hit the other way out toward right field. Holt has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jurickson Profar. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Lewis is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're up 3-2. Nick Anderson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Riding in once again, Sean Obradovich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he fouls this one off. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Grounder down the line at third. Just a round up foul. Still 0-2. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Fastball swung on, missed for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter. Right that way. In a one-run game, especially this late, hitting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning. That was a big out.
He swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
That pitch is up. Ball 4. So now the potential time run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Royce Lewis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Waiting inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitch.
The 2-1 on its way. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play.
The second for one. Move over to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Nothing across. So coming to the plate, Ozzie Albies over 2 with a walk for him so far.
Ozzie Albies.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Roy, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really missing much, just coming right down the throat of these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the goal.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
I'm out.
And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Ground ball foul down the left side.
That's a ball.
And on 0-2 he misses with
Count
a fastball.
is 1 and 2.
This one's down to third. He's up with it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at third. Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Austin Riley. First offering on its way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Oberdahl. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Leading off the inning, Ryan Jeffries, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Ryan Jeffries.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Runner at second now, nobody out, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Jeffries moves on second with nobody out.
Off the plate, ball
misses,
one.
and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spin on it there.
Culberson is there, and that's the first down. So striding forward now, Tyler W. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, I think it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball one.
And he lays off for ball one. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Fastball laid off well below the knee. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ozuna is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. We'll head back there with 2 away now. Well batted. Right field, Shorty Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ozuna on the run. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 8. Standing in, Matt Olson.
Leading off for the Braves, the first baseman, Matt Olson. Your
Trevor
attention, please.
Rosenthal enters
Now
from the
pitching
pen to
for the
start the
Twins.
ninth inning as he'll try to
Number
keep the
98.
score right where it is
Trevor
heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Rosenthal.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh,
And
up
on
there.
0-2 he misses with a fastball. A swing and a miss on the ball, way out of the zone, and there's one away. Driving forward now is the DH.
Designated hitter.
Devitt. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Devitt.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 1-2. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game.
Now
That's
batting.
his third
The catcher.
single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, man. Taking what the pitcher is giving
Oh,
him right
that's
here.
out.
The fastball's away, shooting it the other way. He's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes a cold strike one. Devitt stands at first with 1 out. Pops this one up. Robinson moving to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting. The center
There was
fielder.
a runner at first with
Marcell.
2 men out. And that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit out toward second. Reined in. It's first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Braves held off the scoreboard here in the ninth. Last chance now for Minnesota. They trail it.
Ladies and
Raisel
gentlemen,
Iglesias
your
enters the
attention,
game
please.
to finish this one off
Now
here in the
pitching
bottom
for
of the ninth.
Atlanta. Number 26. Raisel Iglesias.
Striding in to start the ninth, Dan Robinson, as they'll look to get
Leading
something
off
going
for
here
the
and even
Twins.
this game up.
The
Swing
shortstop.
and a miss, 0-1.
Dan Robinson.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the
Now
first guy
batting.
he
The
faces,
designated hitter.
everyone on the team can kind of take a deep
Two.
breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but
Zero.
retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Tim Hu is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting. The second
Digging in,
baseman.
Sean Oberdavid. Here's the
Oberdavid.
first pitch to him.
Zero.
Slider there gets a swing and miss. And he
Ball,
misses with it.
inside.
1-1. 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Final strike for the Twins. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Murphy recovers. First will be in time to get him, and the Braves claim the fourth consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Atlanta rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Aaron Bummer wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Raisel Iglesias wraps it up for the save, his 29th of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 38,649. A reminder that extra light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the American League Central, the Atlanta Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-2. The Royals put together 10 total hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-2.